Welcome back. So one time I met Auntie Gifty. We had a program at Golden Tulip. We had to do something with GTP. And I thought, well, for somebody who just give birth, she would be at home resting and take her maternity leave and get all the pampering. Then I had a cry. Then she said, oh, no, and your was crying. I'm coming. So she never went on a break. She's been mothering, and then 1 minute she's breastfeeding, the next minute she's feeding the baby. I thought that, oh God, this is chaotic. I wanted to be like her. Now, do I really want to be like her? Good question. But we're here, Auntie. Yeah. I don't know how you do it, but
so well, as kids, all of us were one way or the other, carried by our mothers and breastfed, and we're at the back while she was doing the washing or cooking. So we're going to give first-hand experience on even how to properly, carry a child at your back and all the other ways that they do it. So we've got, we've got Ikea, we've got we've got Abena, Asantewa. All of them are here this morning. How are you doing, girls?
We're fine.
Well, they said you're fine. So, well, Emefa,
come to the Auntie Gifty to teach you.
Well, so okay, all right. So I was here. All right, Emefa, thank you very much. I'll get you on this. So we want to learn how to properly, when using these dolls, we want to properly learn how to do this. Yes,
and I must say that's one of the most beautiful experiences to carry your child, at your back, and Nyam still does it. She calls it back before she sleeps, So normally, you have to you pick the child. I mean, it's going to be a bit difficult. But
yes, it's just a very stiff child.
It's a stiff child, So normally, you just go through here. You bend a bit, you get them. Make sure you are, holding them really tight. If you have somebody.
Oh, her shoes came off.
Her shoes came off.
It's normal.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Yes. Sometimes you need to take off their shoes before, but sometimes they insist that they won't take it off. So you pull them there, you put your hands at the back, or if they can, you just keep them. You bend down, make sure your back is by the bed. Okay. Normally you just are by the bed or a very soft place. So you have their hands there. You just hold on to their hands under your armpit.
Okay.
And then you open the cloth.
Yeah. I'm acting as the bed here, so I've held her tight.
Then you put your hands.
This is too chaotic.
Yeah, well, it's because it's a door
it's a door.
Yes, it's a door we are using.
I'm thinking the doll is rather respective because then she's not moving. But if you have a child like a Nyam who says, what's your problem?
You just push them up. You hold their hands will have to be out.
Okay.
And their legs, hang out across here first. Then you tighten them up here first.
Okay. It is those little things, the one that they have to, they adjust this one, they adjust, and then, this,
and then
those things.
You come here. And yes, you know it.
Okay.
You have to.
Great.
Push them, bring their legs out, and then that's if they are not asleep. Then you wrap it.
Okay, so I really want you to turn this way so our cameras can see, what is happening behind you.
You wrap it really tight. Normally after doing this, I would just come here again, and then go this way. To make it, I'm paranoid to secure it.
Yeah. Emefa, I think it's your turn.
What are you talking about?
Emefa, let me just take Ya's shoes
What are you talking about?
That's even easier. So yes, we're going to try.
But you see,
Emefa hasn't had a child yet, but we'll try this.
Gifty, I hear that when you give birth, God gives you the grace. I don't have the grace yet.
She's crying now.
I don't have the grace.
So let's try with Emefa now.
You don't have to have a child to have the grace.
What's the Gifty?
Yeah. So here, okay. But you're supposed to bend. Yes, you're supposed to bend.
And Gifty, after I've done my hair, I've worn my shoes.
Yes, you have to bend. Completely. Okay. So from what she learns, okay.
No, I want front pack. I'll buy that one that's the hang.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
This is the tradition.
Yeah.
So
then you also make sure their neck. Sometimes they just go this way. So you set for their neck to be behind
on
you
the
or
side.
on the side. Not too off to make sure they are secure.
They're secure. So, I mean, the process is very simple. And I always want to ask, is it something Ghanaian or is it African?
No, I think it's African, but now the Europeans and the Americans are copying us.
Yes, exactly.
They are doing it. I mean, you go to places and they are just watching you and like, wow, that's beautiful.
Well,
how do you do it?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you do it? You know, it gives them some kind of warmth.
Yes.
And also gives you the free hand to do a lot of other things.
To
Cook, to wash, and all that.
I think that answered my next question. I was going to ask why we carry them at the back instead of probably at the front where we can see them. You know,
okay, you know, the typical African, I'm not stereotyping, but in the olden days too, you know, the backside kind of give them something to sit on.
To sit on.
Sit on.
Yes.
Yeah, to make them feel comfortable aside that. But you don't need to have a big, you know, it's still the same. But then basically it leaves your...
What's that one thing that has changed after you had a new yum significantly, drastically?
My life.
Entirely?
Entirely.
Wow.
She's the center of, I mean, my life. We started coming to work 3 months after giving birth. I had to redesign my office, bring the curtain, everything. Now everything I do, I need to think about her.
Wow.
And it's challenged me. I used to feel that I need to do this for people. I need to do this to prove myself. Now, everything I do it because I want the world to be a better place for her. So that when she grows up, she will live in a society, in a world that won't treat her like
you were nearly treated.
I was treated
as
a woman growing up.
14 days in quarantine. What's the first thing you did when you came home?
I went straight to her room. She was asleep when I got home. And whilst I was in quarantine, she hurt her finger.
Oh.
So I went straight to her room. She was asleep. And after washing my hands, somehow they had just come from the hospital. Her finger had been dressed, but I still went to redress the finger.
Oh, no.
Went to have a shower, went downstairs to the hall to eat. And then I saw somehow she felt me. And that's something about children. They can smell their mothers. You know, I don't know how. But Nyam is asleep. I get into the room. You find her start kicking. And she did the same thing this morning when I was leaving home.
Wow.
You know, so she just woke up and she just came straight and then hugged me.
Oh. She
And
actually
stayed in
felt
my
the
arms.
first absence.
It just hugged me. She lay down, then she would lift her and she said, Mama,
Oh.
Atu.
Well, so assuming it's time for you to take baby off your back.
Right.
That's another very difficult thing for some men.
Yeah. You just make sure, again, your backside is by a bed, is bent, or somewhere should she just slip or he slip.
So
you are safe.
You hold baby behind you.
We hold baby behind you.
Yeah.
Bring baby
Down slowly. Okay.
Oh, it's gifted. This is so delicate. It's just a doll.
But it is, wow.
You should have seen the eyes.
Wow. And then there you have it.
You don't have it, you know. You just
no.
offer her a bit or him a bit. No, before you put her down, you know, and whether to feed or to sleep, if she's asleep, you just put her down.
Yeah.
Of course, the legs will be. Then you put
there you have it.
baby.
You lay your cloth down nicely.
On the side.
And
or
there.
lay her, you know, this way with her head tilted.
Yeah.
It's a really baby. It's a real baby.
Yes.
Tilted, you know. They feel more comfortable then.
Exactly.
Really will
Yeah. I learned this thing that, in fact, I tried it and it worked. When babies are crying, and you hold them this way. You hold them this way and you rock them this way. They stop crying.
It's so comforting for them.
They stop crying.
Yeah.
I tried it. I saw it on YouTube and I tried it and I was like, oh, wow, it actually works.
It works.
Well, this is beautiful.
Auntie Gifty, is your mother still alive?
My mother died 12 years ago.
Oh, no, okay.
Actually 14 years. Yeah, 2006. Yeah.
14 years ago.
Okay. What's that one thing you're passing on from
Yeah.
your mother to a new yum?
Laughter. Laughter. You know, I didn't grow up with my mom.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up with my dad. But my mom was a typical frontier woman. You know, anytime she's around, there's laughter. She will make you laugh. She'll say, you know, she didn't go to school, so You know, she's, I mean, I remember she was a member of the Christ Little Band, and she would tell you, Muko Jesus kakrabani don't do.
Fancy woman.
You know.
So, well, I do remember when I was about 5 years old, I started washing my clothes after school. But there was one problem. How to even hang the clothes was another thing altogether. But that's why Mommy was there. When we come back, we'll learn a few tips on how to hand wash and how to even hang them. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I've got a message from Michelle to her mother, Christine Boateng. She works at SNIT Bekwai. Now, Christine managed to Michelle managed to sneak your phone and sent you a message to tell you that she loves you very, very, very much, and happy Mother's Day in advance. And that's her favorite.
I want to say a big thank you to Bibiniba Dolls as well, Heritage as well. Please do want to follow them on social media and grab one of these beautiful dolls for your daughter specifically, okay? Lovely one. Thank you very much, Bibiniba Heritage as well. All right.
If you're a child and you woke up and you saw your mother sitting the way Auntie Gifty is sitting, you should know that problem has come. You wash everything, the dirty ones, the undirty one, you're going to wash everything at home. Now, we just got Auntie Gifty right here to reenact how our mothers would typically wash at home.
Right.
At this point in time, they'll call you, yeah? Yes.
All the instructions.
Yes.
Okay, we have just about 1 minute to demonstrate.
Now, normally, I mean, our time, they used to use a napkin, the white one, you know. So sometimes it had the poo and everything. So first of all, they would rinse it in one bowl. So normally they have 3 or 4.
Okay.
So they will rinse it in one bowl, then pass it on to another bowl. And it used to be white. So, you know, it's here. We'll just wash one.
Yes.
And, of course, we've got the detergent here.
You know, mothers always had a way of washing the things. You know, for us, when we, the boys, sit behind
It's
them
called
like
grace.
that.
Grace.
There's
Grace
a different
from
touch
above.
to it.
Normally, you just wash the armpits first.
Aha.
Specific, and then the arm here.
Yes.
Then around the neck,
And the neck
because we don't
use
have
as-
much time. Around the neck, yeah, you make sure everything is done. And then if it's a boy, or it's the trousers, or you know, under the hem of it, you wash before they just
Yes.
so because we don't have time, just use it.
Wow.
And then you pass it on to the next. Normally they'll finish washing all the whites before they come in here. And then you rinse it. And the rinsing will take getting up. You make sure all the detergent is out.
This is so mother.
Typical mother.
When you find your mother washing on Saturdays, it means that, like Emefa said, you clean the whole house. You will scrub the bathrooms,
For some reason, they
clean
wash,
the toilets.
they wash
dust,
anything at all, everything at all.
everything.
You dry it inside out.
Yes.
Then
Very,
when you
very
wash it
important.
inside
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And unfortunately, we don't have our pecs here, but
Your pecs
we'll
here, so
manage. We'll
Normally,
manage.
yeah. You can either dry it this way
Yes.
Okay.
for everything for the water to drip,
Yeah.
and then or you can also go this way
Yeah.
with the pegs holding here.
Yeah.
The 2 places.
Yeah.
Then you hang it. And then there are some clothes too that, you know, you have to
Just
go
hang
over
it.
and leave it.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe when you don't have pegs, then that's
hold on
much
to it.
So that, yeah.
simpler way.
But
to-
even that, it's important to put pegs because,
Okay.
you know, it's outside, so the wind may blow it.
Auntie
That's
Gifty,
one.
why do you people wash anything at all, and even if it's not dirty? Is it boredom? I've never
I
understood
said you live
this.
in my house. My husband says I have OCD.
Okay.
That's
another level.
My
That
husband says I
explains
have OCD
it.
washing.
That
but-
explains it.
Well, that's it. But I mean, when I was growing up, you have to wash. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want it once or not, you just
Yeah.
have to wash to get the smell out, to get
Yeah.
the dirt out, and to clean. It's beautiful to have something new on you, a clean, you know, attire on you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, what did it feel like, you know, also growing up and having this being passed on to you to learn how to do some of these things?
It's. I mean, when you are being taught, it's very annoying.
Yes.
You know, but when you grow up and you have to do it,
Yeah.
you see the benefit of it. You realize that it was really worth it because it's beautiful having to do it for your own child. At a point, it gets tiring anyway, you know, but you still do it.
Yes.
And something, it's a thing of pride, you know, and a bond.
Yeah.
You know, a mother will tell you, I used to wash your clothes. You-
Dad. Did you start writing your book, A Bit of Me, after Enyonyam, or you started
yes,
before?
after Enyonyam.
Well after Enyonyam.
That.
Would you say that you wanted a climax first before you start writing the book?
I don't really know. But
Okay.
the story about me starting to write my book, and I hope I'll get the opportunity to come, because in 3 weeks, my third book is coming out.
Oh,
15,
wow.
Yes, the
Wow.
15 August
Like I
at
said,
50.
okay.
Yes, so I've written 3 books in 1 year. Actually,
Wow.
4 books, because I've written another one about my experience in quarantine, but that hasn't gone to the publishers yet.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
so it happened. I got that to write when I fell a year ago during Easter and broke my leg,
Ooh,
and
sorry.
I became quote unquote crippled for 6 weeks. I couldn't walk. I had to use clutches, and I couldn't play with Enyonyam because I was in so much pain. If she comes close, and she, Angel said it's going to be something else. So that's what really pushed me to do something and to inspire people out there, because everybody goes through that midnight hour when it's just you. Nobody understands what you're going through. It's just you.
Well,
a
don't
better way
forget
to
that,
describe
well,
it.
these are the moments, and that's why we are here this morning, celebrating our mothers in a very different way. And let me say a very big thank you to Wilma Africa for making this possible, for celebrating with multimedia Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all our frontline health workers as well, because you have played a very important role during this pandemic as well.
Now, there's a
Emefa?
better way to even celebrate a frontliner who is a mother, not necessarily your biological mother, but that woman who's doing so well as a frontliner. Send us not more than 50 words, either a video or a letter, to promotions@myjoyonline.com. I'll tell you the number if I have time. But today is the last day that you can put in your entry. Just might win a gift from Foley, my mother, my hero. We go for a break shortly. We'll wrap up the show. Stay with us.